What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to No With Nichols. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna write it down right now so I don't forget to go and get this motherfucking microphone. So, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't got to, struggle to hear me no more. As soon as I can find one that works. Give me 1 second. I'm doing the lighter trick. Okay. It worked. Okay. Notification made. I can't miss it. It's on my calendar that sits right at where I'm seated at the desk. You know, can't miss it. All right. So, um, today's video is going to be labeled "Defeating Corruption by Law." Um, Decided to share this, not the entire document. Um, Not the entire document at one time. You know, I'm just going to read the first page. I'm going to read the first page this time, but I ended up digging through my crates. Let me see. Show you guys. I ended up digging through some of the crates. And found some old paperwork that I forgot all about that I had. So, with the rediscoverance of said paperwork, I figured why not share it with my viewers because, I realized that everybody hasn't, taken the dive into understanding law as some of us have. And why hold on to that information when it can very well help any of you guys watching, So, with that being stated, before I begin reading, I must get my disclaimer out of the way. Excuse me. So, with no further ado, my content is for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for you guys to do your own research. I praise my content, throwing any errors you find in the comments. None of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past, and none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. So, again, the purpose for the reading of the first page of this document is to help, anyone who may stumble upon this video to become aware of some of your rights. You know, and knowing is half the battle. Once you're aware of it, then you can enforce it. If you're unfortunate enough to find yourself in circumstances that would call for it. Okay? Okay, notes. USC equals United States codes. Example, 18 means Title 18. 241 means Section 241. These are available online and are federal laws fully binding on all states. Okay? Attorneys. Today in America, we are subject to criminal and civil actions of attorneys. These are usually commenced and prosecuted in the name of some imaginary person, corporation, corporate person. Yeah. The corporate state, all capital letters, whatever that state is, or corporate United States, all capital letters again. All cases of this nature are prohibited by the 11th Amendment. All these foreign states are prohibited by the 11th Amendment of the Constitution for the United States of America to commence or prosecute any action, to file any cause of action with one of these as plaintiff is fraud. 18 USC 1001 and conspiracy against rights, 18 USC 241. I'm going to read that again for y'all. You don't never got to take Malik's word for nothing. Look it up for yourself. To file any cause of action with one of these as plaintiff is fraud. 18 USC 1001 and conspiracy against rights, 18 USC 241. All right. Next section is labeled criminal actions. The Sixth Amendment secures the accused the right to face all witnesses against him. Therefore, this law requires the plaintiff or the injured party be a physical human being that can be cross-examined. Can the state of Delaware be cross-examined? I just said this before in the video. Those who watch my videos, y'all done heard this shit before. Can the United States of America be cross-examined? Can it appear in court and speak for itself? Yet this is the injured party. All right. The only time an attorney can act without a human plaintiff is in the case of murder. All other cases require the plaintiff to be present in court. I'm going to just read that one more time for y'all. The Sixth Amendment secures the accused the right to face all witnesses against him. Therefore, this law requires the plaintiff or the injured party be a physical human being that can be cross-examined. The only time an attorney can act without a human plaintiff is in the case of murder. All other cases require plaintiff be present. All other cases require the plaintiff be present in court. The next portion is labeled lawful challenge. Okay. See, this is the other part. once you become aware of your rights and you do your due diligence and you commit whatever you feel necessary to memory, you have to have the testicular fortitude to challenge the government in any of its facets, you know. Because what's knowledge if it's not applied? An issue has to be raised before it can be addressed. So if you don't put up no riff, or you don't, you know, make any statements of claim relevant to you enforcing your rights, then you're acquiescing. And you're essentially, by omittance or by your silence, consenting to whatever treatment they decide they want to hand down. So, okay. Says, demand your Sixth Amendment right to face your accuser. Demand the prosecutor produce the injured party. If prosecutor cannot produce an injured party, demand dismissal of complaint for lack of injured party. The court has no jurisdiction to proceed. And it's just like anything else, man. I done been there. I'm pretty sure everybody's been at a place of fear. You know, the best thing to do to alleviate any fear you have is to understand what it is. Study it. You know, research it. Attack it head on. And before you're done, you'll realize, man, this shit wasn't nothing to be afraid of. All I had to do was learn about it. Okay. The next part is labeled Principles of Law. Okay. To establish a crime has been committed, there must be present evidence that you injured another human being or damaged his or her property. Attorneys have created imposter laws that establish victimless crimes. This is fraud. 18 U.S.C. 1001. For any attorney to present these imposter crimes without injured party claiming authority to prosecute when a plaintiff cannot be cross-examined, no judge can prove due process of law was administered. Gotta read that again. For any attorney to present these imposter crimes without injured party, claiming authority to prosecute, when a plaintiff cannot be cross-examined, no judge can prove due process of law was administered. Okay. Conspiracy against rights, 18 U.S.C. 241, of the prosecutor and judge acting in prosecutorial misconduct in conspiracy to convict must be reported to the proper authority. Failure of that authority to prosecute the attorney and judge is misprision of felony. 18 U.S.C. 4. Gotta read that one more time for y'all, man. You know, conspiracy against rights, 18 U.S.C. 241, of the prosecutor and judge acting in prosecutorial misconduct in conspiracy to convict must be reported to the proper authority. Failure of that authority to prosecute the attorney and judge is misprision of felony. So, all you have to do is have, the heart to enforce your rights and get it on the record. They have transcripts being recorded. Get it on the record. State your case. Make the accusation. And handle your business from there. Demanding rights is the next section. Excuse me. When you are arrested on a warrant, demand to be taken before the judge who issued it. Right then. Taking you to jail is kidnapping and being held for ransom. Once again, when you are arrested on a warrant, demand to be taken before the judge who issued it. Right then. Taking you to jail is kidnapping and being held for ransom. Every warrant issued is to bring you before the court, not take you to jail. You are guilty of nothing and cannot be subjected to possible violence of jail without due process of law. Demand to be taken before the judge. If the officer refuses, tell the officer, I now charge you with kidnapping and will be talking with a U.S. attorney when I am released. Okay, this is I know I said I was only going to read the first page, but I think this is, this is relevant to that. Okay. I'm going to read a little more, starting to get a little deeper. A bond is for one purpose, to ensure you appear in court. Tell the judge, my word is my bond, I will appear. I will not allow you to extort money on my word. Any amount you demand of me to retain my freedom is extortion. I state for the record, my word is my bond and I will appear. Yeah. It just is what it is, man. Sometimes, the fear that we experience cripples us, especially dealing with these folks, you got to push through it. Challenge to judge, universal to all cases, okay? A judge who refuses our law is loyal to some other authority. Ask the judge if he/she is a member of the State Bar Association. If so, challenge the judge under 22 U.S.C. 611 as a foreign agent. All judges are lawfully required by 28 U.S.C. 372 to have an oath of office. Ask the judge if he/she has an oath of office. If yes, accept the oath of office in admiralty jurisdiction. Now the judge is subject to criminal prosecution and civil litigation for any injury he/she may cause you. If no, the attorney is not a judge and has no lawful authority to proceed. Your state representative should be informed by petition for impeachment of judge. Present the facts of the case. The law is not necessary. Have it notarized and send it by certified mail. As we remove the unlawful judges, lawful judges will take their place. See, I'm gonna read that again, because I can see how that would be somehow confusing, especially if you're hearing this for the first time. So I'm gonna read that whole paragraph again, and then I'm gonna close this thing out. It says, a judge who refuses our law, meaning the laws in place, is loyal to some other authority. Ask the judge if he/she is a member of the State Bar Association. If so, challenge the judge under 22 United States Code Section 611 as a foreign agent. All judges are lawfully required by 28 United States Code Section 372 to have an oath of office. Ask the judge if he/she has an oath of office. If yes, accept the oath of office in admiralty jurisdiction. Excuse me. Now, the judge is subject to criminal prosecution and civil litigation for any injury he/she may cause you. If no, the attorney is not a judge and has no lawful authority to proceed. Your state representatives should be informed by petition for impeachment of judge. Present the facts of the case. The law is not necessary. Have it notarized and send it by certified mail. As we remove the unlawful judges, lawful judges will take their place. Now, I know that might sound far-fetched, that the possibility exists for somebody to be on the bench in a robe practicing law from the bench, and they don't even have an oath of office. Stranger things have happened in the United States. Anyway, man, if you sat through this long for the video, much appreciated. Salute to you. I just hope that y'all write these laws down, man, and look them up for yourself so you can see that it ain't just somebody on here talking, trying to get views and likes and all that sucker shit. This is what it is, And another thing is, I'm gonna say this, and this ain't no knock to the honorable lawyers out there and or attorneys, if that's even a thing. Sorry, not sorry. But the hard truth is they're all fraternity brothers. The judges, the lawyers, and the peace officers. They all took the same oath. So, in the case of the corrupt ones, the prosecutor's going to protect the judge is going to protect the prosecutor, or the lawyer is going to protect the judge and the judge is going to protect the lawyer, and they're both going to protect the officer. And vice versa. They're fraternity brothers, frat brothers. And if you know anything about that, then this is where the Masonic order comes in. I was always taught rightful conduct fears no exposure. Anyway, this has been the first reading of Defeating Corruption by Law. Hopefully somebody ran across some newfound information and or heard something that they jotted down, and by such method they're about to learn some new information. With that being stated, man, stay woke, stay informed. Don't fall for the spell, because there's a lot of them out here. Keep track of your oral, your visual, and your audible diet. Protect your energy and protect your peace. I'm out. Y'all be good. Catch y'all on the next one.